This is screen 1. Okay, so this is like my latest drawing. I think I did this last week. You see, I think how many bedrooms here? 3 bedrooms. Okay. So if we want to use Enscape, oh, I like double screen. I would have hidden this now. Let me try to drag it to the base of my screen. Okay. Close this. Okay, so I'm dragging this down so it doesn't interfere too much. Okay, so if we want to use Enscape, if you look at the top here, you see Enscape, and we're already in the Revit file. Okay, so if you click on Enscape here, I think I'll have to close it and then open it again. It was open before, so this is Revit, and then this is Enscape. I'll close it and open it again so that we can go with steps. So this is Enscape. And then over here at the left, we have our start. So I click on start. So save the project. So once Enscape starts like this now, it's taking me straight into something that was open before. If I press F, it will show me all my 3D views that I have in Revit. So if we click on this one, you'll see the first one was inside the kitchen. The second one, same kitchen. Third one was outside. The fourth one, same exterior view from another angle. Okay, so I have the sixth one for the dining. Okay. So now, if I go back to Revit, so Enscape works alongside Revit, because in Revit, click on the Revit space, we have what we call the asset library. So it's in this asset library that you can bring in objects. So I'm clicking on asset library now. And then from here, we can pick, let's say, people, you see all the kinds of people that are in Enscape. So we have a lot of people here. So let's say I'm picking this man. I want to place him in my drawing. So if I click on it, I click on the object, then come to the drawing. Whatever level that you are on in Revit, that's where it will place the man. So I click on the Enscape and I come to Revit. I can drop him here. So once I drop him, I press escape. I hit escape, and then it will take me back here. Okay. Furniture. Let me put furniture so that we can look at inside and exterior and exterior. So I click on furniture, and let's say we have this red chair now, and I bring this red chair to this dining area. We had the dining here. Okay, let me just say there was one red chair this side now. Okay, escape. So if we go back to the Enscape now, I'll close this asset library. We'll go back to Enscape. You can see that we have that red chair here. And then we drop the man outside. That will be 3. Yeah, so this new person that we brought now, seeing here. I see that it's flying in the air. So we can always go back to the Revit and then select the man. And then we'll see that he's at floor level. We cannot change him to ground level. This level 1, that is the ground level. Apply. So once I apply that, I come back to Revit. See that he's now on the ground. So the 2 of them are linked. They work alongside each other. Yeah. So I'll stop here today. Thank you for showing up. And let me know if you have any questions. Yes, does anybody have any questions? Well, let me share my screen. Okay, share my screen. So I'm in the Revit now. And let me go to the level 1 ceiling. I'll save the project. Okay, I've not saved it before, so let me just save 5 quickly and save. All right, so we are saying let's make a ceiling, right? There are already ceilings here. So I'll draw another, let me put our zoom away from me. Yeah, so if I come to architecture, I'll just draw walls and then put ceiling on it for flow. So if I want to draw the wall, I've clicked on the wall, I'm picking rectangle. And then, so to make a ceiling inside these walls, now you will go to architecture, then ceiling, click on ceiling. Then you have 2 options, automatic or sketch. Automatic means that when I come inside here, you see these red lines. It's telling you that that's where the ceiling will be once you click inside the space. So if I click here and look at if you always look at the properties, it's telling us now that it will be 2.6 from the ground. So once I click here, the ceiling has appeared, right? And you now hit escape. So if you want to look at it, go to the 3D house. And so this is the new one we have made now. This is our ceiling inside here. I've selected the ceiling. So is that clear now? Do you have any other question? Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I can get you.
Okay, so are you okay with that, or do you have any other question?
I think that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
But do you bind the ceiling? What was that thing you had to do with the roof? You had to bind the roof to the walls.
Okay, so what I did was 3 types. So this one I just did now is this first type, which is a flat ceiling. So what I did was a flat ceiling that is horizontal. And then this second one was the slope ceiling. And then this other one was a curved ceiling. You see?
Okay.
Yeah, so this other one is sloped. So these 2 sides curved. So do you want me to do the sloped one, the curved ones again?
Please.
Okay.
Sorry for this.
Okay, no problem. So we've done this first one. So what I will do now is I just delete this and then do another one inside here. So level 1. So this level 1 I'm in, it always show in the project browser if I'm in the ceiling or floor plan. So level 1 is bold in the ceiling plan. So I'll make a roof, then I will make the ceiling to slope with the roof. So with that, we go to architecture and then the roof. So you're saying I'm on a low level. So do you want to move to level 2? Yes. So in level 2 now, I'm using this rectangle to make my roof. I'll give it overhang of 600. And then I'll come to the edge there and click. So I'm clicking here. So you see that it goes 600 outside that edge. And I'm trying to scroll while I'm pressing that. Okay, so it works. And then we come and click on this other edge. So it's drawing it at 600 outside it. And so I want slopes on these 2 sides, not on this other side. So if I take my modify and then draw a box to catch these 2 sides, and I uncheck this define slope, I have slope on these 2 sides. And then if I look at my properties, it tells me that my slope is 30 degrees. Okay, so I'm checking that I have 30 degrees. And then if I go back to 3D, look at it, we have our roof here. So we have the roof, but the walls are not up to. So in this case, you can select the wall, hold down Control and select another one, and then say attach top to the roof. So we have attached the walls to the roof now. So now we want to make the ceiling. So I'm going back to that level 1, and I created a section line so that I can see inside. Right? So view, section, and I draw this section line like this here. So I can right click on the section line and say go to view, but I'm seeing it like this now. Okay, so back to that level 1 now. I have too many windows open. So what I want to do now is start closing all these old ones. Close the old ones. So this was the old section I had before. So level 1 now, we want to make the sloped roof. So what we do is we go to architecture, and then ceiling. So this time, instead of using the automatic, we will sketch the ceiling. And while we are sketching the ceiling, we will do half of the ceiling. So when we get the first loop, we can mirror it to the other side. So I'll pick the rectangle and then click here and go to the middle here. So I have the roof sloping, and then I'll pick the slope arrow. So this is all we tell it to slope. So click on this slope arrow and then draw from this direction. I want it to slope in this direction. And then if you look at your properties, it will ask you, how do you want to specify the slope? Is it by the height at the tail or by the slope? I'm picking the slope. And then I'll set the slope to 30 degrees, which is what we have for the roof. So apply and then check. So you see that our roof is sloped at 30 degrees. So the way it is now is sloping horizontally. Let me go to the section and see. Section, go to the view. Yeah, so it's sloping vertically and horizontally from what I see, and because it happened before. So we want to adjust the height now and then make it, so this height is 4 and we have 2.6, so maybe 3.6 like before. Apply. So we have this sloped roof, and then we can mirror it by clicking in the center, which is straight, and then so this is mirroring a copy. So if you mirror and it disappears, you want to make sure that you checked. So Control Z here. If I say mirror, you want to be sure that this copy is ticked so that it will not just tick only that one. And then we have the mirrored roof here. Okay, so that last one we said was the curved roof. So I'll take these ones out now. And then we'll go to that level 1. Just still come back to this section anyway. So go to architecture. So this one, we will not click on ceiling for the curved roof. We'll go to components and we'll say model in place. So this model in place is very, very important because you can use it to make, it's like you being creative now. You want to make a design of your parapet, your floors, anything that is not in the library. You want to use that model in place. And then you select ceilings and okay. So to ask you what name do you want to give it, to give a number. So I've done ceiling 1 before, it has made ceiling 2 now. So I say okay. And what kind of ceiling do I want to make? So I say extrusion. As this extrusion means you want to pull out a shape from something which would be our arc. So extrusion, and I will set a plane that I'm going to make it from. So setting a plane means which is it going to rest on? What will be the reference of this thing that I'm doing? So I want to pick a plane. So, okay. And then I want to select this wall. And it will ask me which section do I want to do it on. I'm going to open a view of the section. And then now I'll pick the curve, the arc. And let's say I'm starting from here to here. And then pull it up. Then I'm drawing the section that I want to extrude. So I've drawn the line, I'll offset it. That's 100 here. Okay, so when you click on it, it will go up or down, which would anyone that you want before you click. Then you want to join the edges because once there's an open space, it won't complete that action. So I'll use the line and then complete the. So zoom in and then click here. It always highlights which line I'm going to. Zoom in and click on it. And then check the mark. So now we have this shape of the roof. Then you go back to the plan to stretch it. So I'm going to the level 1. And then you have this arrow. So I'm stretching it to fill up that space. Don't stop on the inner wall. Saving the center. Okay, so the inner wall and then finish. So that if we went to the section 4 now, you see the curved ceiling. So that's all. Did you get this one? Okay, his network is not working well. Anyway, so I'll see you next week. Thanks for coming with me. Hello to, say hello to your family for me. I'll stop sharing and good night.